Maple leaf on my sleeve. I'm a diamond doll witch, ready to bewitch, casting spells with a twitch. Grab your glitter and your gems. Let's all gather round. Canadian pride, go take over this town. Got my camera ready, going live on YouTube. Gonna sparkle and shine, show what
Dawn and rain on the screen, gypsy witches in the green, casting spells ain't what it seems, living life inside a dream. Magic herbs fill the air, smoke is thick, heavy stare, tangled hair, don't care, enchantress vibe everywhere. Dawn and rain, feel the flame, high as hell, no shame, living wild, play the game, rock the night, call the name. Dawn and rain on the screen, gypsy witches in the green, casting spells ain't what it seems, living life inside a dream. Magic herbs fill the air, smoke is thick, heavy stare, tangled hair, don't care, enchantress vibe everywhere. Dawn and rain, feel the flame, high as hell, no shame, living wild, play the game, rock the night, call the name. Dawn and rain, feel the flame, high as hell, no shame, living wild, play the game, rock the night, call the name. Call the name. Call the name. Coven strong, spirits flow, witches brew, steal the show. Rooftop nights, moonlight glow, digital stage feeling low. Based on deep, rhythm hit, stage fun and taste that bit. Echo labs, mind split, mystic vibe, don't quit. Lights of night, ancient songs, screens light up all night long. Weed and wine feel so strong, witchy sisters loud and strong. Dawn and rain, feel the flame, high as hell, no shame, living wild, play the game, rock the night, call the name. 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 Call the name.
Yay! Cheers, everybody!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ricky. Hi, guys. That was our new intro for our new branding of our show here that we do every day here. So, yeah. And that was all thanks to Mr. Pigskin himself.
Pigskin Blitz. Oh, wait. Pigskin Live. Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
He changed his name, so I'm still getting used to the whole not Blitz thing.
Live. Yeah.
Pigskin Live.
Yeah.
And he might be opening a business called Pigskin Designs.
Yes. So
Eventually.
please go right ahead and hit him up. Or he does banners. He does everything. Thumbnails. You name it. Songs. Like
He creates
intros,
personalized songs. He does outros, intros,
Hi, Brian.
logos,
Yeah.
banners.
Yeah. So guys, like seriously, hit him up. Hit him up. Hi, Brian. How's it going, Ricky?
Hey, Ricky.
Oh, I'm mentally not there. Oh, that sucks, Ricky.
Yeah, I get it when you're, he's like, I'm over today. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get it, and I'm 10 years older than you are, plus some. 10 plus years older than you, and I get it.
Well, Ricky
Yeah.
lost a friend over the weekend or
Yeah.
yesterday, so it's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
So
Yeah, it's
kind of
crazy. All these,
hitting in
they,
threes, you know. Yeah. Hey,
I did
Neil.
in losing people, and it's a lot of times it's for dumb reasons. Like when my son lost a really good friend not lot long ago, and it was an car accident because he wasn't paying attention. He just literally pulled out and went somewhere, and the lady hit him, and that was it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like his side, obviously she sideswiped him on his side. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's I think because I tell people, people's like, but it's not. Well, here in Indiana, if you don't go to school, if you drop out of high school, you can't get your license until you are 21.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
They take it as driving is a privilege.
Yeah.
Facts.
So if you don't want to do school, then they're going to punish you for it.
Yeah. That's a fair punishment, I would say.
I know a
I
lot of
didn't start
people's like,
driving
that's not
until I
really.
was 20 or 21.
I still don't know how to drive, and I don't want to.
Yeah, and that's I don't. I've never. I guess I've never had the desire because I knew I would never have the money to
Yeah.
drive or
Yeah.
even have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
vehicle, and that's why.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
exactly why.
Yep. 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 Yep.
I just had people that drove me everywhere until I was like 21. And then I'm like, okay. I went to dinner with my friends. We all had some drinks. I'm like, I'm going to buy a car. And I did. My
Wow.
first car. I was 21.
Some just work toward their goal. I love that, like Boomy's youngest, who's like a year older than my kiddo. She was all in doubt, whatever. She was right off the bat because she had people teaching her at a young age to teach her how to drive. So
Yeah.
by the
Oh
time
wow.
she was old enough, she started babysitting and saving money to get a car. And yeah, she drives. Let me tell you, she's got a
Wow.
lead foot, but she likes to drive.
I liked driving in Washington.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of driving in Phoenix.
No,
Oh yeah.
No.
just crazy drivers out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason why.
There are
Yeah.
crazy drivers in Washington too, but like Washington has a lot of like 2-lane roads, one
Oh.
way.
Yeah.
Yes. See, we have that
What?
here. You have to know your one-way streets.
Yeah. Here too.
Yeah, I was gonna say here in Fort Wayne we have um, certain roads that are just one way, and you have to
Yep.
know which one
Yep.
is which way you're going.
Yep.
Yeah. We
Yep.
have our
Here
So
too.
suicide
We have
lane,
that.
the middle turn lane. Well,
Oh
on some
really?
streets in the morning, Monday through Friday, it's a reverse lane. So it's a go south lane in the morning to get down to downtown Phoenix. And
Mhm.
then at rush hour, it's a go north lane to go back
Oh,
home.
okay.
And
Okay.
then in
oh,
the middle of the day, it's
cheers,
a
JC,
turn. It's a normal suicide lane where you can get in the middle and turn.
Okay.
and hi, Bud Files.
Hi, Bud Fuzz. Hi, GCT. How are you? Cheers, my friend.
Hey, Bud
Wow,
Files.
there's 10 people watching you guys. That is
And,
amazing.
I think what Shan was gonna say is because I'm the same way. I have said, I think it's best for me that I never learned to drive
Yeah.
because in my BPD, if somebody would have hit me with my kids in the car, I could have it would have triggered my being the way I
Anger.
am. It would have triggered,
Yeah.
then it would have been no good. Um, Yeah. I would be one of those parents. You hit me with my kids in my car. Yeah, nope.
Mhm.
Oh wow, JC, where are you at? See, I've heard that there's a lot of places that are getting it. We're supposed to be getting it, but we haven't got it yet.
Oh my God, where are you? Yeah, where are you, JCT? Are you in Florida or something?
I was gonna say, yeah, Florida's been getting it too, but like even here where I am, like I said earlier, where I am on the outskirts of town, we barely got anything, but other parts of Fort Wayne got that storm and had trees and lights knocked out and
Oh.
everything. We didn't have none of that.
Mhm.
It is
Interesting.
it is weird how like you can be in the same city and be
Yeah.
only miles apart from somebody and not get the same kind of storm that somebody else is getting.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just telling Dot, I called my mom yesterday or the day before, and it was storming. Like there were clouds over my house. She lives 2 miles south of me, and it was
Yeah.
pouring at her house, and we just had clouds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what like I it's the same way like I said it's amazing like literally live one part and only live some parts away from somebody and they're getting the storm and you're not. It's really it
Mhm.
is weird.
Right.
It's um I noticed too here like where I am at. We last year literally um for winter this year, literally the first snowfall that we really had was and that actually stuck was back in October,
Yeah. Yeah, we
which
didn't
was
have a
weird because it came early and it
no.
stuck.
We
But
didn't have a
the rest of the winter, it snowed. It maybe stuck overnight, and that was it.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had a lot of ice and
Yep.
not a lot
It
of
wasn't. Yeah.
anything.
Like the ground wasn't cold enough for it to stick.
No. Even in December, it was still like the ground was
Well,
too warm.
Well, that too, and then like I know you guys were still getting more winter than we was, but even in January and February, which is usually our coldest here,
Yeah, here
we
too.
we were getting 75, 80-degree weather again this winter.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
just so weird because the climate change it really is changing.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
have noticed like
Climate
over the
change is
years we're not getting no
real.
winter. We're having mild
Yeah.
winters compared to what we used to.
Yeah.
But again, if you think about it, the North Pole hasn't been freezing for the last 5 years. So
Right.
you know something's changing.
Mhm. Yeah. Upward silence. uh, yes.
Jay said if you want to send him those videos back, well, don't you have the videos? Oh, you have the one. If you send him both the videos back, he can combine them into one video if you want them to be one video.
No, it's okay.
No, okay.
Yeah, now I need an intro. That's for me. Now I need an actual intro for like mine for when I do mine over that. That's the only thing is I need an intro.
You need an intro and an exit video
Hey.
Yep,
Yeah.
in an exit video. Yep.
and a thank you
Oh,
video.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. The Pineapple Express. I still want to try. I still like. I've had.
Oh, I love
Dang, I
Pineapple
want to try.
Express.
I know so
Sorry.
many people love it. Yeah, it's one of those.
It's so smooth. Like you vape it or smoke it or whatever. It is so smooth.
It's one of those things too. You can actually flavors you can actually taste while you're smoking it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why people either like diesel or don't like diesel because it's one of those you can. It's got that taste to it. So yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm one that I have recently because we've gotten so many different kinds of diesel. But I seem
Hmm.
to notice almost every time we get the diesel, I smell it. Like
Mm.
there's no ands, ifs, or buts that it's a diesel.
Mm.
Right.
Are they just more potent or something?
I think so. I think it's just the way that they smell. It
Hmm.
really is. And then especially if you get the lemon diesel, like,
Okay.
yeah, it's.
I've never had a diesel, so.
I'm not a fan of citrus weed, like lemon shit. I can't
Oh,
stand the taste.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
haven't had it for a
I
long time, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
this citrus pie that I have is so good though, and
I
I
like
know what you mean
the
though.
pineapple would be any of the fruits I seem to like.
Hmm. Yeah, me too. That's what I gravitate towards. And indica, of course.
In the couch.
Indica.
Yeah, I do indica. My husband does sativa.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, indica and sativa are flipped for Jay.
Mm, that's so weird, huh?
Yeah.
I think it's just how our bodies work because, like, it's like I still can't figure out someone because one does one to me, like, can like
Mm-hmm.
flip my anxiety like quicker than shit, and then the other one
Mm-hmm.
like mellows me out. So it's yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the anxiety it gives me when I smoke the sativa.
Yeah, that's the whole reason like my daughter was smoking for a while and then she's like no, my anxiety is enough. Her when she smokes it makes her anxiety worse. So she's like,
Mm,
yep, nope, I'm it's bad enough trying to deal with the anxiety attack alone, let alone trying to be high and having anxiety. I was like, yeah, I know, right?
yeah, I get you.
But see,
Mm,
it does opposite for me though, because like for me, she knows, especially when I'm doing my lives, like when I'm talking to my serial killers and I'm talking to my
mm,
audience,
Yeah.
I won't have, I don't have to, I can be fine, absolutely fine. And then out of nowhere, my heart starts racing. I start not feeling good. I know I got an
mm,
anxiety coming on like quicker than shit. If I
mm,
don't
mm.
smoke before, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, 840. I've been
Hey,
on my
40.
lives trying not to smoke, and I found that I can't. My anxiety will just get the best of me for out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how mine creep up. They just hit you out of nowhere. Sometimes they creep up on me, like I can feel it coming. So I take my
Yep.
meds and it fixes it right away. But when it just pops out at you, like out of nowhere, you're like, fuck me now.
I well, and I've had done my lives, and that's part of the reason why I became a VTuber. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
like completely like showing my face when I'm doing through a
Mm-hmm.
character versus me, but
Mm-hmm.
I've still done that and had to shut down one of my lives because it was physically, my anxiety was physically making me ill. Like I was starting to
Mhm.
pass out. I was seeing stars. Yeah,
Wow.
and yeah, I was like, nope, I have to end it. My anxiety is for real out of the roof, and have no idea why.
Wow.
Mhm. That's crazy.
So like I said, I've learned to at least try to smoke something a couple, at least a little bit before I even try going live because of it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, in school, in high school, I used to ditch the classes that I had to read out loud in or do speeches
Eh,
in.
yeah.
So that was like most of them. And
Mhm.
I always went to second lunch because that was my brother's lunch with his friends.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, here I
Mm.
am, years later, smoking weed on the internet for millions of people.
Shit.
See, and that's just it too. Is like it kind of ended up working out, but like I want to say it was literally my daughter's sophomore year when COVID hit, and at the time, her one class, the teacher was being a literal bitch. I had even emailed the teacher and said, "Look, she absolutely cannot talk in front of people. Her anxiety for real, like."
Mhm.
She would have go into full blown attack. They would have had to have uh,
Call an
called whatever
ambulance.
because she does. Yeah, she don't do well at all. And the teacher
Yeah.
kept trying to push her to do her presentation. She's like, "I'll do it this way and this way," and the teacher kept saying no. Well, kind of funny though because COVID hit. So she
Mm.
ended up not having to do it and had to finish the rest of her sophomore year
Mm.
online.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, but like
That's
I
kind
said,
of funny.
she literally ended up her whole junior year was online,
Wow.
Wow.
and then her senior year, she only went to school to do the classes she needed, and then graduated. So,
Mhm.
Nice.
hey,
Well,
girl,
good
what's
for her.
up?
Hey, gamer chick.
It's Crystal.
Yep.
Hey, Crystal,
So
how are you doing?
my problem was I would get up in front of class and my mind would go blank and I'd have like my note cards or whatever in front of me and I couldn't read them. And
Yep,
then I would like burst into tears out of like after panicking, I'd burst
yep.
into tears and run out of class. Do you know how embarrassing that was? And I wasn't
Mhm.
diagnosed with
Oh
anxiety
no.
until I was an adult.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like I'd had no help from adults in my life trying to figure out the fact that I had extreme anxiety.
Wow.
Yeah, like lot of I have found I'm pretty sure my anxiety came after I had my daughter. I ended up having my tubes tied,
Mhm.
and I tell the story because I think that's what caused it. Is when they went to put me under, because like literally a couple hours after I had her, I was having me fixed so I couldn't have no more kids because of my back. I had 3 kids. I didn't, and my back was starting to get bad, so I didn't want no more. So they were
Mhm.
fixing
Yeah.
me. Well, when they went to go put the mask on my face, I tell you what, it's supposed to be breathing air, but I felt
Mhm.
like the it my I couldn't breathe.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so and I that's all I remember was I felt like I couldn't breathe. Well, when I woke up and was in tears, and the nurse asked me what I remember, and I told her that I felt like I couldn't breathe, and she's like, "Well, that explains it." She's like, "You fought like two doctors and 3 nurses."
Huh?
Oh.
So
Wow.
before I went down, I was in a panic. I went into a panic mode, and ever since then, I've had panic attacks.
Oh wow.
Mm, ouch.
That's good, girl. You do good with your business anyway. Build your you sewing all your little things that she does. She was remember she and I've told you Crystal's the one that makes all the other stuff like Shay does.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she crochets and she also has an Etsy shop where she does shirts and book bags and
Nice.
puts logos and stuff on it. What do you want? Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd love to support you.
Mercury now. Oh yeah, a lot of people are going to the Mercury, however you pronounce that now too. I've noticed.
Mercury
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard.
or Mercury.
Oh yeah, Etsy raises their prices so much all the time. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't blame you.
really? You have to pay to have an Etsy store?
Yeah, you have to pay their fees.
What?
Wow.
What? How much is that?
Good question. I wouldn't think because they're probably for you to advertise and for you to do all whatever you're paying them to be on their shop, being on Etsy probably.
Mm.
Probably like what you would do if you owned a little shop and was renting it, same kind of way. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, look, she just said, yeah, they have a selling fee, a listing fee, and a fee for using them. So yep, that's
Oh my God! No wonder people don't use Etsy.
that's why they're quit using it as much. Yeah, I see why. Unless you're actually making for real money on it.
Yeah, they would rather pay a person, another website creator, to do their website and sell their shit off their website.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hmm.
Holy crap!
Oh,
If you promote for Etsy to boost your item on front page or whatever, there's a fee even for that. She says.
Jesus Christ!
So
Sorry
the,
for
it's
using your Lord's name.
everything for money. Everything for money.
Mm,
Nothing's free anymore.
no.
Right.
Everybody wants their money for something.
Yep.
It is. It's one of those. Everybody wants their hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine
I'll
that
tell
they're
my
high.
roommate that. Yeah. What? Oh. What? They take 5%? That's crazy.
5%'s not bad.
It's
Yeah, I was gonna
not,
say.
but
20%
So
would suck.
yeah, well look at YouTube. Look how much YouTube takes. YouTube takes more.
yeah, it takes like 20%, right?
I thought it was like
Yeah.
60%.
Probably.
Oh, TikTok takes 60. Yeah, TikTok is 60/40.
Yeah,
TikTok?
see, it's just like little. Kick is still the only platform that
I
you're
don't like
you're still making way more than what the company is actually out of. It's messed up. Like all these other companies are like, I want paid. Fuck you. That's why
Right.
I'm like, I say with YouTube, it's like people's like, well, you should be monetized, and I'm like, it ain't worth it with the taxes and shit you got to pay at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
wow.
No, unless you make a
'Cause
substantial amount.
well, and that's why, like I said, too, people forget. They were like, "Oh, well, we'll do YouTube," and I'm like, do you realize there how much taxes and shit you really pay at the end of the year for making money on YouTube?"
Wow.
Mm.
Well, you have to just spend your own income.
That's true. That's why you drop your PayPal link and shit like that, so they don't
Yeah.
gift
Yeah.
you
Yep, yep, yep.
for YouTube. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yep.
yeah, if you got a PayPal or Cash App, I do mine. So
Right.
I show my Cash App because, like, I
In
won't
Canada,
get because I'm not gonna have that button ever. But I sometimes like, hey, look, this helps me with getting better equipment for my streams. Like it goes to
Yeah.
my cameras, everything that thing because I got it better than most. I have two huge monitors. I have a speaker. I have two cameras.
Yup.
right.
And my husband, well, he's working on my new VTuber, so I'm working on that. So I'm gonna have an awesome VTuber here soon.
Oh,
Nice.
I like the ones I have. I've done myself, but he actually bought me one from a place where you can buy the different characters and then you get the license for it and whatever. Well, he's having our friend actually what's the word changing it over so I can actually use it on the platform that I need to use it on.
gotcha.
Oh,
Cheers, all.
cheers, cheers. Cheersy, cheersy. That way people can see something they want.
Shit, even making a page on Facebook, you can actually make money off of there too. Just say, hey, look, you can message me and tell me what you want. And I'm that way too. I haven't said that, done that, but like I told her, most of my diamond dots I ain't gonna keep because I'm just doing them for whatever. Make like there's like my Jack and Sally ones I'll keep because it's something that goes with my Christmas tree because that's what I'm doing. But
Okay.
like a lot of my yeah, I can't wait to show you my thing. How well, I've been wanting to do Nightmare Before Christmas as my theme for Christmas. I've been wanting one. Well, when we moved into this new place, my husband ended up getting me a black tree with purple lights. And so, like every year, I've been getting new ornaments for the tree, getting Jack and Sally ornaments, Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments for the tree.
Wow.
So cool.
hmm I said technically, if he lets me, I told him technically I could leave it out from October to Christmas because it'd still be Halloween. It'd be a Halloween thing. We make it my Halloween tree because it's
Yeah.
black and purple. I can make it into a Halloween tree too. Get Halloween decorations to stick on it.
Yeah.
Hoping two hurricanes don't collide. Yeah, that would be horrible.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yeah, this is definitely hurricane and rain season though. That's yeah, it is that season. It's their rain season.
Mm.
Ah. random. I know.
Yeah.
Hoping.
What? It's okay. It hurts when I stand and it hurts when I walk, but when I'm sitting, it's fine.
Excuse me.
So you're saying that
Yeah.
that's it.
I'm such a klutz. I need new shoes. I am not too old to wear these shoes.
It's time for some.
I'm very clumsy.
They're wearing 2.5 inch platform flip flops doesn't help.
I do. I wear platform flip flops,
Hey, what's
Oh
that?
Lord. And you
and I
got bad
fall.
back. And
I fall all the time. I've fallen 3 times in the last month.
well, you know that I couldn't, only because I know better, because I even on my own feet. I have twisted and hurt my ankle on my own, let alone something else that's going to do that. No thanks.
Right.
It isn't getting any better. Like the older I get, I mean, like, yeah, I know I'm 48, but like people's like, you don't look it, but I'm like, I feel it. I feel older than what I am because of my back and my back issues
Yeah.
and whatnot.
I feel ya. I'm with you on that one. I'm 41, and my back is like, you suck, and I'm gonna hurt.
Yeah,
No.
and I was gonna say, and you don't, since you're where you are, the winter for me, I have to keep warm because like if my back, if my bones, like a lot of people are like, what? Unless you have it, you don't understand. But if my bones get cold, then I'm cold for a very long time because it that's it. Yeah.
See, down here, it's a different kind of cold. I don't know how to
Yeah, I was
explain
gonna say,
it.
yeah.
We're in a valley. It gets cold, but the wind makes it colder.
I was
Like
gonna
Yeah.
it's
say, but you guys
bone
have that.
chilling
You
cold.
guys have the desert storm, the winds and shit versus what we
Yeah.
get. See, and that would mess me. I think it depends on how close. If I was close to those dust areas, I'd have to be inside because my allergies are with shit with air makes my eyes itchy, watering, itchy so easy.
Yeah, the air quality here sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine with that, with the dust, the days that the wind decides to kick up and
Yeah.
make a dust storm. I can only imagine.
They have like high pollen advisories and like high pollution advisories and things like that for people with asthma, and they tell them to stay inside.
Yeah, so we have days like that too. We have, like, it'll say today's one of those high pollen days, and I'm like, oh yay.
Yeah.
Or it's
It's a
we've had heat advisory days already.
What?
I say we've had heat advisory days already, like beginning of
Oh,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
real started being warm. Like it was doing it's 90, it's like 97, 98, but with the way the index was, it was like 110. It hasn't done that around here for a really long time.
Oh wow.
And like beginning of when it for real started getting warm, there was a whole week that it was doing that, like literally. And that's one of the days that I talked about passing out, and I had to be out in the I had to sit in front of the fan because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
But like but he reminded me yesterday last night that, you know, I do believe it was last summer, our AC, and I think that's why we said we need it needs fixed, is because last summer it ran for almost a whole month and a half because of the heat,
Yeah.
without it nonstop because it was so warm last summer.
Yep. How old is the AC unit on this house?
Anyone.
The AC unit on the house we're renting right now was installed or built in 1991.
Wow.
Mm.
It's an old ass unit.
Yeah.
But you know, the old units work better than some of the damn new ones.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like, wait a minute.
Who are you playing with?
Why, not Chad?
Not Chad. Okay. He was born in 91, and I said, that's an old unit. He goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
Y'all young.
Right? I was in like first grade in 91.
I graduated high. Then it was another thing. I started high school in '91.
Oh, wow. I graduated high school in 02.
05.
Huh?
05.
05?
Yep. 05.
My brother was supposed to graduate in 2000, but he fucked up because he was a bad kid like me, and he graduated a year late. I graduated on time and actually graduated. May have had a 1.5, but I fucking passed.
Yeah. Hey, that's all. That's all that matters.
Right?
You graduated, and you know, I get shit, or I did get shit, like when we were younger, and I happened to, because of circumstances that happened when I was 17, when I ended up uh, not going back for my senior year. Well,
Oh.
I ended up pregnant with my kiddo, and since I was still just freshly out of high school within a year, they allowed me to go to what that they called, where I'm from is called the Diamond Center,
Oh, okay.
and I was able to just actually, the teacher actually just worked on the classes that I needed to pass. So he
Oh,
literally just took me through my senior year and only did the classes that I was having issues with and focused on them. And I graduated with that class.
yeah.
So, but but my grandma was being, I know I was thinking, his mom was like, that was that was rude. And I'm like, okay, but she just said my diploma didn't mean shit, but it meant because I didn't walk down the aisle, because I was pregnant and I didn't want to walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
And my grandma was making all kinds of fuss about it, and she's like, well, your brother walked down the aisle. And I'm like, and so what the hell does that matter? His diploma wasn't signed.
Wow.
So really, you're gonna make a big deal because he walked down the aisle? Well, his diploma didn't mean shit. He didn't have it signed because he didn't
Right.
do with his classes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And so she was making a big deal, and I'm like, really? And my
Yeah.
mom was like, da, da, da. I'm like, well, She just said my diploma means shit because I didn't walk down the aisle, but his diploma didn't mean shit because it wasn't signed.
Oh wow.
And she's like,
My
well, I'm like, why is that such a big deal that you had to graduate to walk down the aisle? And what the fuck?
Mm.
I'm glad they did have to. That's kind of
Put it right back out the bag.
do in front of all
Um,
those people and whatnot.
I
Yeah.
was supposed to graduate in '05, but then I tried to get my
I may have graduated literally. I graduated a year after I was supposed to. So
oh um I was gonna say my brother's like theme like thing that they made
Oh
up
wow.
when he graduated.
Mhm.
What?
Oh, I was saying I was reading what Gamer Chick was wrote, and wow. But go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
his like school like song that they came up with when he was supposed to graduate in '02 or in 2000 was
hmm
party hardy rock and roll, drink a 40, smoke a bowl, because we're the
Meh.
class of double O. I'm
Uh,
like, that's genius. They never came
yeah.
up
well, and
with
it's
one for mine.
Oh.
yeah, and yeah, and our school did the same thing. Each class had their song. Well,
Yeah.
one of our class songs was Smashing Pumpkin. I could tell you if I knew what the song was, but one of the songs was our song was one of the Smashing Pumpkin songs. I
Nice.
forget which one at the moment, but because I haven't looked at their songs in a minute, but yeah.
Mhm.
See, this is a problem. I can't
Ah,
remember what
sun in
happened
the sun, get
yesterday,
laid in the
I
shade.
know.
but I can remember a song from a long time ago.
I'm the same fucking way.
Make that make sense. I don't know
I
where I
can't.
put
I
my
can't.
keys.
I can't.
Some people will in things. Some people remember things from their past life, so
That's
Well,
cool.
yeah.
I in '06 I had a 2 year old.
Wow.
She was born in '04. Yeah. Said
Word.
she just turned 20 this year.
See, I graduated '02. I had my first kid in '08.
Cool.
I graduated in '02. I had my first kid in
'03.
'03.
Yeah. My husband graduated '02 and had his first kid in '03.
My second in
Uh,
'04.
Second in '04.
That's cool.
You know? Oh,
It's
actually, oh,
I ran out of time.
that's funny.
Yeah.
It was from the graduate.
Well, that's cool.
I think my pills are kicking in. My stomach hurts.
Oh.
I ate a banana with them.
Should be fine then.
Bananas are good.
Hurting.
To help with calf cramps.
Yeah, you've always gone through some shit. I'll tell you what, sis.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's made you strong though,
Yeah.
because you have gone through so much shit, and now she's battling health issues, which I've been praying for all the things. She's going through so many health issues.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, the gamer chick, her name's Crystal.
Oh,
That's my
gamer.
sis.
Oh, Crystal,
I've known
hi.
Crystal for a long time.
Okay.
Okay. That's cool.
Like
That's cool.
when YouTube started like doing the thing, so like she's one of my first people I got to know. So I've known her since the beginning.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know, right? You was 20, now you're 30. Yeah, because if it wasn't for when you see Siles Vampire, aka Grinch in the Lings, if it wasn't for him, I would have never gotten on panel.
Down now. That's what it is.
Huh.
I used to be on their panels all the time when I knew all of them before they like got up there to be popular YouTubers. Like Past Life Explorer, I've known PLE since the beginning before he even became a 10,000 plus. He's got followers, and then
Yeah.
his wife Cheney, unexplainable adventures. I've known a lot of people. I used to just literally be support for all these people, and then like literally like 2 years ago I started doing my own YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
Yep, I started as like, why not? Do something I like doing, and like the serial killer, and I'm like, that's something I like. And it's history, and it's like some of those serial killers that I have talked about, especially. I'll bring up one of the newer ones. They finally caught him when he was in his 70s.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like he basically almost got away with it. He had changed his life around and everything. And I want to say he was called the Golden State Killer.
Killer. Yep.
Huh.
And the only reason why they literally caught him is because they used a new genetic I forget some new genetic thing where they literally had people that was part of his family in his family tree actually give samples of their DNA. See if they could trace it back, and that's how they caught him, was using his family's DNA to use the evidence that came from those deaths like so many years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that 23andMe shit or that any of that stuff where you give your DNA and it goes into a bank. I'm not getting fucking logged. No, thank you.
Yeah, I hear you. Thing I thought, yeah, you said something that you actually got scoliosis. That sucks. I watched on Sister Wives' daughter's. I think of her name because it's a unique name, but Christina's daughter went through that. She had scoliosis bad enough that she always had to wear a brace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, it got to the point where surgery was her option. What she opted, she was old enough to choose that she got to, and she wanted the surgery for scoliosis.
Right.
But her dad was so, oh my God, Cody was being so bad with the COVID that he didn't want to travel with them to go be there with her doing her surgery.
Right.
And he was so obviously she didn't forgive him for whatever. He'll do anything for this family, but not for but
Yeah.
she ended up successful, and she's a tall girl, and if it wasn't for her getting that surgery, she wouldn't be tall at all like she is.
Wow.
So it actually worked for her, so that was cool.
Awesome.
Dang, girl.
Sorry.
Acupuncture once a week, that's gotta suck. Yeah, like I forget what like hers was I forget what they had to do. I'd have to watch that episode. But she literally had the scoliosis. Her back was doing the for real curve. She really had a really bad curve in her back. So she was tired of being in pain all the time and whatnot. So she opted for the surgery. She's like it was well worth it than being in pain all the time.
Yeah.
I can only imagine because if people with scoliosis and their spine starts doing that curve, that's gotta
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but everybody's different with
My left side.
where it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually did therapy with her before she ended up doing the surgeries anyway when she got older.
Right.
She was actually um, on board. She actually went to like a camp for scoliosis children to work with her one on one with her scoliosis, which actually straightened a lot more and made it easier for him to do the surgery because
Oh,
she
wow.
went through the pain to realign herself before that
Right.
happened.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's it. I know I hear people say it, but it really is true. There really is. If there's no pain, there's no gain.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's a lot of like what she went through, and then there's also like when the older people, if they don't keep themselves motivated, then they ended up becoming bedridden because they just given up and don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I know the paralyzed thing. I had
Yeah.
the doctor who did my surgery when my disc exploded. Um, I knew right away it had a something. One of my pieces of my disc had severed something or was starting to
Oh,
sever something. Because, like I said, I was in bad pain, and
Wow.
then yeah, and then when I finally had the guy that I was with, his dad came in the office and actually demanded me to go see a nerve doctor because he's like, you all told me there was nothing wrong with me either, and I have a bar on my back now.
mm,
So he sent me to the nerve doctor across the way, and he's doing all kinds of tests. And I remember him just looking at me. He's like, "You can't feel that at all." I'm like, "No." And I guess he would, because he was literally doing the nerve test to see how much I could feel and what I couldn't. He was high. He had a high voltage, apparently, doing with my nerve where it's pinched, and he's like, yeah, you definitely need surgery. Something you've got it, something pinching, cutting off your sciatic nerve.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so when I went to the doctor a couple of days later, he ended up signing me up for surgery within like 3 days. But when he actually went in to do the surgery, he's like, if if the X-rays would have showed better, he said he had told my boyfriend that at the time and told him that if he could have seen better, he would have done emergency surgery on my back then and there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he said those 3 days, if I would have moved just right, I would have been paralyzed for life.
Oh.
He's like, that's how close you was to severing your sciatic nerve completely.
Wow.
So when literally what happened was I was a single mom. So I had baby in the car. It was her 6 month checkup to have her 6 month shots. So I was picking her in the stroller up to put her on the bus. Well, when I picked her up and lifted her to the bus, I heard this huge, loud pop in my back.
Oh no.
Yep. And as soon as I got on the bus, I started being lightheaded. I started being, yep, I knew something wasn't right. And yeah, by the end of the night, um, it's, I was in the hospital. And then that's from then on, ended up starting, ended up, when I started, I was already in the process of filling out the disability then. And I ended up getting it because of my back.
Wow.
And then Obama happened, and then I lost it.
No.
Yep. I feel so horrible that like I can't, like, I take care of the house and do whatever, but like I feel bad that I can't work and help my husband, do
Yeah.
bills and whatnot. But he also knows. He said many times, he's like, it's not worth you working and then you hurt and then I don't have you because you're being pain
Yeah.
all the time. Like, yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. I
That makes sense.
know that some guys wouldn't be whatever, but like he said, he's like, I work as it is, but if I come home and I want to be loving on my wife, and he knows that I wouldn't be able to if I was working because I'd be hurting all the time.
Right.
I wish it was whatever, but I've known even since we've met, and it's been almost, we've been together now for November will be 15 years that
Wow.
we've been together. Yeah, and um, I wish I could still be like I was and still like have that energy and go 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 like I used to, but it ain't like that anymore.
Right.
My body said, nope, no, you don't.
Mhm. Sorry. I got a phone call.
It kicked me out. Mother truckers. Can you guys hear
That
me?
sucks. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to see if Amazon dropped something at the front door.
Okay. You there, Rain?
Yeah, I'm making me something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you for coming, and we'll talk to you soon. And I hope you have a good rest of
Later,
your day.
everyone.
Bye.
Dying rain on the screen, gypsy witches in the green, casting spells ain't what it seems, living life inside a dream. Magic herbs fill the air, smoke is thick, heavy stare, tangled hair, don't care, enchantress vibe everywhere.